Gloria Middleton, President of CWA Local 1180, one of the largest public sector unions in CWA in District 1. We also have a multitude of non-for-profit agencies that we cover. We just won a win for Audubon Society, which we call the Bird Union. Last night we finally got a TA. We were in bargaining for almost 2.5 years and we finally won. And I'm out here celebrating. I'm celebrating labor. I'm celebrating with other unions. New York is a union town and we are here just having a glorious day in this rain. No matter what the weather is, we are going to celebrate labor because we affect the middle class. We do what we do because we love the work that we do. Labor rights is civil rights. With the Audubon struggle, like I said, we were in negotiations for over 2.5 years. We had to do several unfair labor practices, lawsuits to the NLRB because they were violating so many labor laws. First of all, they weren't bargaining in good faith. Second of all, the issues about overtime and pay parity. We had a study done where we found out that the pay for our workers were minimal, to say the least. And when we looked at who was getting paid the most, of course, it was not equal across the board. There were other issues that we had with the Audubon Society, including the way that people were put in different areas and what their jobs were, titles were, and how they negotiated those salaries. We had a woman at one time that was pregnant that wanted to go on maternity leave. They refused to give her maternity leave. In this day and age, in 2024, they were not allowing women to take time off. She subsequently resigns because she had to take care of her body and she had to take care of her family. So we finally got that TA. It was not an easy win, but as of last night, we won that struggle. I know there are other unions in CWA who are going through the same thing. I know the News Guild is presently going through something with their employer, and we are going to support them. We will be by their side. We will give them any advice that we can give them to show them how to win, and don't let the employer discourage you from doing what we know is right. So today is the Labor Day Parade. We celebrate this every year, and I think it has happened for over 80 years in New York City. We were the first city to celebrate Labor Day in the fashion that we do, and every year it gets bigger and bigger. The purpose of this is to let people know how important labor is. If you're not in a union, you don't have the same rights as a person that is in the union. You can't bargain your wages the way the union can bargain your wages. Labor is responsible for the weekend, for overtime, is the holidays that people receive. Labor is responsible for that. Labor rights is civil rights. The Martin Luther King was killed on a day where he was supporting sanitation workers because of the way that they were being treated, and a specific person had gotten killed in his truck. So you cannot differentiate between labor rights and civil rights. We celebrate labor today because we are the backbone of the employees and of the middle class of the United States of America. And we are going to continue to fight, and as we go through this election, we are going to make sure that we do everything in our power to make sure that we are protected by voting for Harris Walz. I have never heard an administration, starting from Biden and following with Harris, that understood how important the worker is and want to protect their rights through labor. We have a PRO Act in Congress. We're trying to make sure that Congress turns Democrat so that we can get Hakeem Jeffries as the Speaker of the House, so we can get the PRO Act happen so that everyone in the United States will have a right to form a union. Again, I applaud this day. I am so elated to be here, and labor rights is civil rights. United we stand, divided we fall. In CWA, we say we don't play at CWA, and when we fight, we win.